comes to making a big bang, so to speak, these are the moments we cherish most.
What's going on, day dwellers?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from The Big Bang Theory.
You'd think, after all these years, I'd know not to fly over volcanoes. I'm a freaking idiot.
For this list, we'll be browsing through the backlog of one of CBS's most popular shows.
Penny, you've got Cheetos in your hair.
Oh, thanks.
Highlighting the scenes and sequences that we found best represent the sitcom.
Sheldon, you can't be selfish. We all paid for it, so it belongs to all of us. Now get out of the way so I can sit in my time machine.
From heartwarming confessions to pop culture references, from wacky comedic timing to surprising character breakthroughs, we find these moments to be the most enduring.
We all have other costumes. We can change.
Or we could walk right behind each other all night. It'll look like one person going really fast.
Number 10. The Tiara Gift, the shiny trinket maneuver.
Your accomplishment was impressive, and I'm proud of you.
We both know that's your koala face.
I told you.
Turns out trinkets and knickknacks have a lot more power than expected. At least that's what we gathered when Sheldon brings his girlfriend Amy a tiara, as penance for his lack of interest in her achievements.
Okay, look, he bought you this. Jewelry? Seriously?
Amy's prepared to tear him a new one, calling him out for being manipulative, until she sees the tiara and all the ill will disappears.
Sheldon, you are the most shallow, self-centered person I have ever met. Do you really think that another transparently Oh, it's a tiara!
What seals the scene, though, is Sheldon's visible displeasure with the whole situation. Plus, it's wonderful to see Amy so happy.
You look beautiful.
Of course I do! I'm a princess and this is my tiara!
Number 9. Strange spirit guides, the hot troll deviation.
So, my dear, we meet again.
Hello, Howard. I've missed you.
Everyone needs advice on romance at some point, but it's not usually as odd as this. In the hot troll deviation, Howard is coping with the end of his relationship with Bernadette, which means a lot of imaginary flirting with Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica.
One question.
Anything.
Why am I wearing my Battlestar Galactica flight suit in bed?
Why are you in bed with me? If we start to question this, it all falls apart.
However, Howard's fantasies reach a whole new level of weird when he also imagines George Takei as a romantic advisor.
No. A lady wants to be wooed, courted slowly.
Sackhoff and Takei's back and forth is fleeting fun, especially when the question of Howard's sexuality comes up.
What's George Takei doing here?
Howard, do you have latent homosexual tendencies?
Of course not. So you say.
Number 8. Fight at the convention, the Cooper-Hofstadter polarization.
You cannot possibly be that arrogant.
You continue to underestimate me, my good man.
The things people do for validation. Leonard, in the middle of giving a presentation on a paper he and Sheldon co-wrote, is disrupted by a question from a livid Sheldon himself.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
The resulting argument quickly escalates as they both accuse each other of being egotistical, leading Sheldon to try and blow up Leonard's head with his mind.
Okay, that is it.
Stop it! You cannot blow up my head with your mind.
Then I'll settle for an aneurysm.
And thus, the dispute gets physical, with both scientists eventually fighting on the floor mid-presentation, in hilariously pathetic fashion, which later goes viral on YouTube.
Hey, check it out. It's a featured video.
You hit me. You saw that? He hit me. Trying to blow up my head. So it was working. What's not working? You are a nutcase.
We'll see about that. You people in the front row, heads up. This is a splash zone.
Number 7. Sheldon's Prank, the vengeance formulation.
For me, vengeance.
That's exactly.
We sense that Dr. Cooper may have misjudged the situation.
This classic prank comes to you from the malevolent mind of Sheldon Cooper.
Sheldon plots to get back at his university co-worker Barry Kripke for an amusing helium-based prank that embarrassed him during a live radio interview.
As I was saying, an ordinary magnet has 2 poles. The primary characteristic of a monopole is that it has only 1 pole, hence monopole.
The plan Sheldon concocts involves dumping foam onto Kripke via a false ceiling in Kripke's lab.
think the board will really appreciate how well we're using that NSA grant, President Seba. Right here we have a micro-controlled plasma.
All well and good, except for one detail. The university president and board of directors are also caught in the prank. The video of Sheldon gloating and naming his friends as co-conspirators certainly doesn't help matters.
If you'd like to see the look on your stupid face, this video is being instantly uploaded to YouTube. Oh, and a hat tip to Leonard Hofstadter and Raj Kuthrapali for their support and encouragement in this enterprise.
Number 6. Weed cookies, the adhesive duct deficiency.
Stars are pretty, aren't they?
Up above the world, so high, like little diamonds in the sky.
There's unwinding, and then there's just letting go of any form of inhibition. While on a camping trip to watch a meteor shower, Leonard, Howard, and Raj partake in some homemade cookies, courtesy of some very odd-sounding older women.
They gave me homemade cookies. Of course they did. That's what grandmothers do.
What follows is a drug trip of incredible proportions, as each of the 3 scientists descends into a spiral of nervous hunger, hysterical laughter, and unnecessary confessions.
What's so funny?
Is your American accent, everything you say sounds stupid. Stores are pretty, aren't they?
From Leonard disliking his own name to Howard admitting he lost his virginity to his cousin, everyone brings an embarrassing secret to the table.
It has nerd in it. Len Nerd.
I lost my virginity to my cousin Jeannie.
Number 5. Penny punches Sheldon, the precious fragmentation.
One ring to rule them all.
One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all.
And in the darkness bind them.
Though the circumstance is questionable, this one might be a long time coming.
Holy crap, are we nerdy?
In this episode, the guys come across one of the actual rings used as a prop in the Lord of the Rings movies. Leonard claims the ring for the time being, though Sheldon isn't happy about it and will do just about anything to keep it for himself.
Gentlemen, this is the One Ring.
Mine.
As Leonard and Penny sleep, Sheldon attempts to steal the ring off of Penny's neck, which leads Penny to punch Sheldon in the face. While violence might be a bit extreme, it's hard not to call this scene gratifying.
What was that?
Sheldon tried to take the ring and I punched him.
That's my girl.
Number 4. Bazinga Ball Pit, the Einstein approximation.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hofstadter. Where is he? Ball pit.
Sheldon's mental stability is rarely as questionable as it is in this scene.
You can start sorting protons and neutrons while I build carbon atoms.
Under great stress and deprived of sleep, Sheldon manages to break into a ball pit in a bid to solve a scientific conundrum.
Hey, Shelley. What you doing?
Size ratio was all wrong. Couldn't visualize it. Needed bigger carbon atoms.
When Leonard comes to retrieve his roommate, Sheldon refuses to leave and then dives into the balls.
If you don't come out of there, I'm gonna have to drag you out.
You can try, but you'll never catch me.
Seeing Leonard desperately dig through the ball pit is amusing enough, but Sheldon's childlike resistance while repeating Bazinga absolutely makes this sequence worth a watch.
Sheldon, come here!
Bazinga. Bazinga.
Number 3. Howard and the robot arm, the robotic manipulation.
You slipped and fell into a robot hand.
Yes.
Penis first.
Anyone else want to know how Howard thought this was a good idea?
I'd suggest a lubricant, but I have a feeling you fell on some of that as well.
Not funny, Leonard.
In the first episode of Season 4, things kick off in proper fashion with Howard's use of a robot arm. Initially for unpacking takeout, then a massage, then, well, a different kind of massage.
Oh, yeah, just like a real hand.
Unfortunately for Wolowitz, the robot arm's hand gets stuck on his genitals, forcing him to call Raj and Leonard for help.
Hold on, Howard. Howard, slow down. The robot hand is stuck on your what? You're not gonna believe this.
It's already a ridiculously funny scene, with his friends suggesting terrible methods for freeing Howard, adding to the absurdity.
How about we get an electric saw and cut it off?
What? No saws! One circumcision was enough.
Number 2. Wheaton, the creepy candy coating corollary.
You betrayed me, Will Wheaton. Now, I have my revenge.
And this is where an enduring rivalry was born.
I don't understand. Your grandmother's alive?
You catch on quick.
Picture this. You're in the middle of a heated card game, and your mortal nemesis, Will Wheaton, claims that he missed a convention appearance because his grandmother passed away.
Oh, dude. My grandmother had just died, and I had to go to her funeral.
Your Meemaw died.
Sheldon, faced with this information, chooses to forfeit the game and end his grudge against Wheaton. Only, surprise, Wheaton made the whole thing up just to win the game.
I call my Meemaw Nana, and she's going to be very happy to hear that my small rock kills your enchanted bunny. Game over, moon pie.
As Sheldon shouts his foe's name to the sky, we too feel anguish at being deceived. And maybe we're chuckling a bit at Sheldon having a nemesis. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Greetings, friends.
Greetings, whatever the hell you are.
Well, not yours.
Leonard, why do you always do this? Listen to me, you are the one I'm with. You know I love you. So will you please relax because you're driving me crazy?
By the power vested in us, by the state of California and the Klingon High Council. We now pronounce you husband and wife.
Now let's gaze into each other's eyes. You blinked, I win. Let's see, what's next? Oh, kissing's romantic.
I bet you're an actress. If not, you should be. You have a very expressive face. Oh my God. Wait, where are you going? We're doing so well.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Little ball of fur.
Number 1. The greatest miracle of all, the bath item gift hypothesis.
You'll be pleased to know I'm prepared for whatever you have to offer.
If there's one thing this show never fails to do, it's provide us with hilarious bonding moments that remind us why these mismatched neighbors are friends in the first place. Faced with uncertainty about what Christmas gift to give Penny, Sheldon decides to accept her gift first to ensure whatever he gives her in return will be of the same value.
I will open her gift to me first, and then excuse myself, feigning digestive distress. Then, I'll look up the price of her gift online, choose the basket closest to that value, give it to her, and then I'll return the others for a full refund.
Both he and the audience are surprised to learn it's a napkin, signed and used by Leonard Nimoy.
To Sheldon, live long and prosper. Leonard Nimoy.
A shaking, overwhelmed Sheldon not only gives Penny all the gift baskets he can carry, but he takes it a step further with a heartfelt hug. A true Christmas miracle.
Here.
Do you agree with our list?
Look, if you weren't happy with my presentation, then maybe you should have given it with me.
What's your favorite moment from The Big Bang Theory?
Will Wheaton decided he had better things to do than to show up and sign my action figure.
For more standout top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You should write that down before someone steals it.